guys, welcome back. We're chipping today. We've got a big nice pile of arm logs that sat down there for a year. We've got the rubber ducky, which I picked up from Euros, with the waist grab, so we're trying that out. We've got the plate fit and we finally got it all operational. It took a bit of time to get the opening and closing working, but that seems to be working all right now. We've also put it on the case, which I picked up from Cheffins. That's a Case 210. Looking at the history, I think it came from WPD, Western Power. So I don't think it's had too bad a life. Hopefully it'll do a nice job. We've had it chipping already, and it seems to do a better job than the Fast Track. It just peaks out, doesn't seem to drop as much as the Fast Track, and I think it's a little bit more fuel efficient. Everyone said that when you do PTO work on the Fast Track, they just drink fuel. So that just means that we can do other things with the Fast Track, deliveries and what have you. So we'll leave Effie on that, just picking up these piles. Yeah, that'll be good. Our shed's pretty empty. We've still got orders going out the door, which is nice. And yeah, so we'll leave him and see how he gets on by the end of the day. So here we are in the cab. There's the hours on the machine. But it's quite a nice place in here. So, not too many marks on the headliner. Yeah, I don't think we need the air conditioner on. It's the roof light here, which is quite nice. Got the radio. Must be WPD there. very nice and quiet in here. So hopefully this is going to do as well with the rubber ducky and this machine for the chipper. So also gives us a little bit of flexibility if the farm ever needs any power there. So nice little bit to have on standby. So here with Effie, looking at the chipper after we've had the case on versus the fast track. What are your experiences there, Effie?
It's doing a nicer job.
Yeah.
Even with having the G50 screen, it makes finer chip.
Better chip, yeah, I've seen that down in the yard. There's a few, some of the sticks are coming through a little bit longer, but generally it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just you're saying it's not stalling out as much.
No, that's all. Well, it's more powerful.
Yeah, that's brilliant, man. Good stuff, mate. Okay guys, so general view is that is a pretty good addition to our armoury, that rubber duck, and the grab, I think it's actually better than the grab that we've got on the mini digger, which sort of is more of a pincer, and when you're dealing with the arb logs, you can find that the arbs get sort of jammed in the pincer, so it's really useful to have that. You know, the way they've got it on the waist grab, it's quite it's a flat kind of grab. It's quite wide. Yes, it's probably a little bit heavy for the machine. It's coming in at sort of half a ton, that grab. So definitely the machine knows that it's got it on, and ideally we'd have some legs down at the back, but the rubber ducky didn't have those. So we're having just to be a little bit gentle with it. But I certainly think we're getting more production through, and that coupled with the case and the extra power that the case has got, it's definitely more fuel efficient and doing a nicer chip. So we're sort of fine-tuning our chipping work, basically. Other things that's happened on the farm, we planted all the maize for the AD plant. We've had spreading going on just before this rain came, so we're spreading our lagoons out. So that's been good. I'll just throw up a couple of videos on that. And yeah, so that's it for this update, really. It's a lovely day. There's nothing picking up my boots at all. It's real dry. Leaving some nice good muck there on the ground, and yeah, hopefully that one seeds down below that, as hasn't started germinating or anything yet, and so I'm hoping that will come through. It won't scorch the leaves or anything by the time it's through. We can get a bit of rain maybe and get this crop away. Good. That tanker there holds 31 cubes. The smaller tankers, which are coming out as the slaves there, they hold 19 cubes. So they need about a tank and a half to fill that big Samson one up. And as I said, they got 4 tanks on the turnaround. So yeah, that's all good. Right, so we are forming a little bit of ruts in the corner here where it's gone a bit soft with this wet winter. It just hasn't cleared itself, so this probably isn't helping that much. One thing to remember for next year, I'll just have to come back up with the mini digger, see if I can get that dug out